I'm home. Hey guys, Stitches here. Welcome back to Minecraft. Last time I kind of left on an excursion with an open-ended end to the video where I wasn't really sure if I would return before or after. Um, Doing some grinding, but I came back and I brought meat. I brought home the bacon. Well, this isn't bacon. I also brought home some monster loot. Pretty good monster loot. This I think is from something else, but brought home some ender pearls, and I learned a little bit about combat while we're gone. First of all, if a skeleton fires an arrow at you and you attack it at the right time, you can actually attack the arrow to bounce it back and return the fire. Now, I knew that something like this can happen with other mobs and other projectiles, but I did not know it was a thing that could specifically happen with skeletons and arrows in general. Third of all, enemies in this version of Minecraft act very weird when on top of large bodies of ice. I have found that generally creepers are easier to deal with on large bodies of ice, and endermen slow to a crawl on top of bodies of ice. I don't know if this is intentional. I'm assuming it's something about how they detect water, so maybe the Enderman is like walking very cautiously because of that, like it's fucking up the AI somehow. But you know, a win's a win, honestly. I also accidentally found my way back home, but I brought home lots of steak. And yes, even though I did that intro where I was like walking in, I have been back for a minute. Because I did throw some steak in here. That is the crafting table. None pizza, left beef. Anyways, this time we have quite a bit going on. First of all, I did end up using all those brown mushrooms, so I'd say after that little excursion, like, those mushrooms kept me afloat for quite a while. I feel like maybe it's worth it, especially because it's like, normally you might have to eat 2 food items to fill up your health, but with the stew, you only have to fill up 1. So I think in the old game, balancing stew works just fine. Is it my favorite piece of food? Definitely not, but we also got some of this spruce wood, and mainly these spruce saplings, which will allow us to farm more spruce wood should we ever want it. And I think I'm going to plant some of these. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bone meal this one. That way I can get my tree back. Also, my pickaxe did break off camera. But yeah, I did kill a lot of cows as well, so I got a lot of leather. Too bad that leather means nothing in this version of the game, because you don't need it for books or virtually anything. I don't think leather is really used much except for armor in this version of the game. Where is my leather stacked at? Is it in here? It is in here. So something I want to do real quick. Is I want to make a large chest. And what I'm doing is we're taking this into here. And we are going to dump every bit of cobblestone that's in the various inventories here. And we're just going to throw it in that chest. I don't know if this has ever been an advancement or achievement on the PC version of the game, but I know on the console versions of the game, there has in the past been achievements to, in the past there have been achievements to go ahead and fill an entire large chest with cobblestone. Oh, that is a clock. Jeez, we got a full stack of reserve arrows. So, how far along are these coming? Good, I would say. Would be nice if I had a food chest, which I might do. Might do that over here. There's not really many more. There's like one more crafting station we can get, and we can't get that until we get a certain advancement, certain set of advancements. So, actually, I should probably check over there for things. I also have thought about dyeing this carpet a different color. I've kind of been thinking about it, and like the white carpet is nice, but white is the color of everything outside. So honestly, I think a red carpet might do. Might do us some good. I don't know, I guess anything that I could vaguely consider food could go in there. Put the rotten flesh in there. Put some seeds in there as well, and the bowls, since bowls are only used for food. What else am I gonna put in here? Motor oil. There's no motors in Minecraft. It's not Motorcraft, it's Minecraft. I've also just been walking around with a lava bucket for a while. I don't think we've run into an instance where I would need to smelt so much stuff as to really do that. You know, it's kind of funny. Like, I'm playing this game in wintertime. So, it's just kind of funny to me that I'm, like, playing in wintertime and then... I, you know, I spawned in a snow biome for this playthrough. This game has me nostalgic for, like, a very particular era in time. I don't know. I've been getting hit with my, like, 2000s era nostalgia, because I'm getting, like, the Frutiger Arrow fucking nostalgia. Like, I wanted to set my phone to that and everything, but the problem is that, like, I've been looking for a bunch of Frutiger Arrow stuff, and unfortunately a lot of it is AI generated, which I don't really mess with AI images anymore. So, if you're wondering what I did that for, it was so I could see kind of what's going ahead. So what are we doing this time? For one, I kind of want to get started on this structure a little bit. I haven't really talked about that structure too much, but we do have quite a bit of stuff we can do. So we can kind of take our books here. And if we do this, we can craft bookshelves. Now, a bookshelf block isn't used for anything. It's purely a decorative block. Except it interacts with a very specific block, and it's where these torches will go. So, we're going to start working towards that, and we're going to want 15 bookshelves. So we need about 9 more. Which, you still need bookshelves in modern Minecraft for the thing that we're going to do. And on top of that, books have a separate use. Oh, I thought it was turning night. What am I doing? I don't know if the skeleton shot at my dog or not. No, he seems perky. You can actually tell how much health a dog has based on how high its tail is propped. It's an interesting little feature, little tidbit. But we are actually going to get ready to go on an expedition. And so to do this, we're going to want a few different things. One of which is we're going to want our diamonds. And I'm going to do 3 of these. We're going to be crafting an iron pickaxe. But we're also going to be crafting a diamond pickaxe. Now, the diamond pickaxe here can mine any ore. Iron can mine any ore, but the diamond is even better because it can mine a block that no other pickaxes can really mine, which is obsidian. Obsidian is a very, very hard block, to say the least. And while I'm at it, since I have my armor, or iron, I'm actually going to be crafting us some newer armor. And we'll leave our old armor here because we can actually use this to patch up armor. I don't think I've had a chance to show that off yet. You can make armor and stuff out of, you can make armor and stuff out of gold, but it's not very good. I know I've showed off gold tools, but I don't think I mentioned you can do armor as well. You know what, we'll also just, no, we'll keep saplings in here, actually. See, we got our shovel. We will not be needing bone meal going down into the cave. We also won't be returning to the same cave. Because that cave has been fully explored, it's not really worth it. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to explore a pretty far away cave, which is kind of risky because if you die in the cave, your items will disappear after 5 minutes, if that chunk is loaded in. If that part of the game is not loaded in, dropped items and such things will not be affected. How many pumpkins do I have? 4? And I bet there's one on the stalk, is there not? There is. I'm going to make some guardians for the house. While we're gone. Because why not? Realistically, you don't need guardians because, well, we'll be going pretty far away from the house, which means there won't be any monsters looking around here. The house doesn't actually mean anything to them. One thing I wonder is, can I do this? No, you can't. Also, when you break a snow block with a shovel, it breaks back into the 4 snowballs. So if you want to store snowballs, you can do it effectively with snow. Also, what we'll do is if we were to oh yeah, you can craft these iron bars. They're kind of like, they kind of use the same type of thing as the glass panes, where they're very thin. But what we're going to craft is a block of iron. We can make 4 blocks of iron by putting together 9 material, or 9 pieces of iron, and you can do the same thing with gold and diamonds as well. Bro, you're mucking up the path. It's fine, there's torches to clean up after you. So what I'm gonna do is, just so we have another protector of the land, is we're gonna make this T-shaped structure. Now, this T-shaped structure may look weird to you, but this is how we craft, if you remember. Or not really craft, but if you remember, I mentioned that you can get an iron golem. The way you do this is, instead of using just 2, you need 4 blocks, and you need them to be iron blocks. And these guys are much tankier than the previous golems. And rather than attacking with snowballs, these guys actually attack with their fists pretty directly. Are there any pumpkins, like, around the horizon? I suppose I would have grabbed them already. Let's find a pumpkin. Now, we have plenty of iron swords on us, and by the way, the diamond pickaxe does have an even higher durability stat than iron, so it will last longer than an iron pickaxe as well. It's just that we're bringing an iron pickaxe to use sparingly, or so we can use the diamond pick sparingly. I don't want to go Hog Wild. Sorry, I guess my brain was thinking about eggnog, which I can't even get anymore because it's mid-January. I don't want to go Hog Wild and start utilizing... There's some pumpkins. I don't want to go Hog Wild and start utilizing diamonds willy-nilly. Because diamond is very rare and hard to get, and if you die, it is hard to replace. And I've had a few close calls. I had a close call off camera. Where I got, like, teamed up on by a specific one Enderman, which kept teleporting. He was, like, spot dodging my attacks. Like, I would attack him with the sword and he would just dodge. And then he disappeared for a little bit and came back. Jeez. Some of the leaves from, like, the trees I've broken still haven't fallen apart far enough away. I guess they must only, like, degenerate when they're within a certain distance of the player. Or does this not work in this version yet? Or is this another thing where it's going to be bugged? Why does this also have a stem on the bottom of it? What is that, bro? Iron golems can be a little finicky as well. Does the iron have to be the last block placed, or can we not do this? I thought it said it was in version 1.0. Maybe it's in 1.2. Okay, I had this wrong. This was in 1.2.1, not 1.1. I thought they were already in the game, but I guess they appeared in a snapshot. This actually means that we can't build the other, the farm for iron I was talking about. Luckily, though, with blocks of iron, we can just craft them back in to this. Oh, well, I think we have enough protectors. We don't really need this string or those bones on me, so I'm just gonna liberate myself from them for a bit. Might also want a clock, I don't know. We will want some torches, which does remind me to actually craft some torches really quick. And we'll take some coal with us. But with that, we're going to take our food with us. Full stack of food. We might even want to bring a full 2 stacks. I don't know. Look at home one last time. Shovel the walk before we go. Or I guess stake the walk because I'm not breaking it with a shovel. Say goodbye to our pet dog. Our golems and everyone. Our sheep. And we're off. Now, I want to get pretty decently far away. I want to go somewhere we've never gone before, and I don't think we've actually gone out this direction. Actually, we'll break in the morning, because it's about to be nighttime really quick. But we haven't gone off in that direction at all, which is actually why I built the on a rail structure, with it, the idea being that it would go off in that direction. But yeah, I guess I'll be back once I'm slept and we're heading off in that direction. Alright, morning, and we're off to this direction. The farthest we've really set out west. Or not west, I don't actually know if this is west. I think this is north. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We're heading this way. You know, one interesting theory I've actually heard about Minecraft, by the way, is that Steve, the main character, so like when the player spawns into the world, right? Like you create a world spawn point. And the compass will usually always point back to that spawn point, except in later updates they made a thing called a lodestone where you could change where a compass points. So what I was thinking about is that what if, like, the spawn point has a weird sense of, like, geomagnetism? And that's why the compass works like that. I don't know, it's just a theory. Anyways, I'm sure you guys aren't tired of watching me walk yet. I'm actually gonna move the bow here. It's kind of hard to decide where to put it. Because, like, here I can switch between my bow and my sword with one click of the mouse wheel. Or, like, 1 degree of rotation. Heard a noise that made me very uncomfortable. It wasn't in the game, it was in my bedroom. Here we can find some more glorious floating snow, which... Does this actually block us? No, it doesn't. Snow does not have collision, that's right. Amazing feats of world generation in early Minecraft. It still happens occasionally, floating snow. Blocks that should not be where... or that are in places they shouldn't be, etc. Anyways, now we're into a plains biome. I think normally the biome we live in is a snowy plains biome. So it's pretty much just a plains biome, but you get stuff. Here we have some gray sheep. We did see brown sheep, and brown sheep are kind of elusive. Previously, before, I think, update 1.1, there wasn't any brown dye, I don't think. So, brown sheep I don't think existed. So, yeah. Interesting structures. By the way, if you guys are screaming at me that I'm not picking up ores that I just find, like, throughout the world, I'm trying to, like, get to specific goals in these videos, so if I don't pick those up, my bad, but, like, also, it's not really a big deal. Now there. Oh yeah, I forgot I put on fresh armor. Tree wasn't rendering in properly. Some gravel there. It looks like it fell. I don't know what caused it to trigger gravity. Normally, gravel, like, won't have gravity triggered. Yeah, you can see the swamp grass gets kind of, like, dark. Like, it gets blackish gray. Which I think is kind of nuts. Oh, this might be the actual ocean. No, it's a swamp. Oh, and there's things there I actually want because they're kind of neat. They're a block I find very neat in this game. Also, yeah, that's right. I no-look walked down that. I just completely trusted that I would not fall down very suddenly. This thing is a lily pad, and they are kind of rare. They only spawn in specific biomes, and that's how you get them. You can propagate more. Also, unlike real lily pads, which are just a tree, these things are just little blocks that sit on top of the water. The thing that makes them neat, though, is normally you don't place blocks on water. But you can place a lily pad on the water. So you can go like that. And like, you could hop across the water, repeatedly placing the lily pads down. So yeah, that is an option. Anyways, it looks like here might be the start of our caving. Thanks, Cave Sound. But if you're wondering why I came so far out, it was actually to generate new chunks. Because I up-patched the world, there are certain things in the world that aren't, they're different. And I think largely between version 1.0 and 1.1, the worlds are the same. So I think if you used the same world seed that my world has, you would be able to get the same results or a similar one, but certain things would be replaced with other things. So we're down here on a path looking for diamonds, which if we are lucky, we will get plenty of. Note how I said if we are lucky, though, and I don't foresee me getting any lucky. Remember to always break caves if you're trying to go deeper. Follow the sounds in the walls as well. They'll lead you to chasms and openings. While there may be monsters there, you know that it'll be more cave to explore, and the less digging you have to do, the better. My phone needs to be charging. I don't know why I have my hot bar fucking organized like a psychopath. By the way, if you see stone bricks or blocks that look like stone bricks while digging on accident, you are very, very lucky. Because you found a structure that we will be finding later, but it would be pretty coincidental. I feel like we're heading the right way. Perhaps above me. But I'm hoping we can get some obsidian, and we would need about 12 of it, minimum. 16 if you're trying to be a little bit of a... If you're trying to do things a slightly less efficient way. You know, I'm actually curious about something. If we check this advancement, build a portal to the nether. It doesn't actually tell you how, so you just kind of have to guess. Well, it looks like we're breaking in our diamond pick. Up, there it is. We found the cave. And we found... lava. So I need to very, very carefully... Carefully. Oh, there's a better way down over here. There's mushrooms down here in gold. I thought there was redstone dropped on the ground, but it was the mushroom again. We're gonna get some of this iron, since I feel like we need some more of it. Well, I know we need more of it. We're gonna want to be gathering a lot of iron to do on a rail. On a rail is technically what people would classify as a challenge achievement. Later on, they would make advancements and challenges to better lead the player. Challenges were kind of like are earned exactly like advancements, but they're more so just done for the sake of doing the thing. Like, they aren't necessarily tied to the thing. Okay, we're gonna drop down. Actually, we're not gonna drop down. We're going to build over this water and swim down. I see some lapis, which is a good sign, by the way. And now we're going to drop down. In this version of Minecraft as well, skeletons have rather poor aim. Compared to their counterparts in later updates. A later update would change skeletons to kind of like weave back and forth and shoot you. I also didn't grab water. Now, technically, we only need 4 blocks of obsidian, since we only need 4 physical blocks of it for what we're going to do, and there is a more involved process of building the nether portal. Oh, there's some diamonds there. Literal diamond in the rough. Don't tell me it's just the one. Or can't just do the fucking one. What is this? Fine, I guess it was just one diamond. The fogging in this game is very interesting. Okay, here's, ow, some of it. Here's a place where water meets lava. A little difficult to move, but also, yes, I did see those diamonds. We will be getting them. Just give me a second. I don't trust this. Yes, I see the lapis. I don't really care that much. See, lapis, that was like 8 drops, and that was only 1 block of lapis. Lapis is mostly decorative. You can also, I think, make lapis blocks, but I don't... What? I don't know if that's right. If you can do that in that version. Also, that was just wrong. I hear a skeleton nearby. And I don't like... I hear them when I'm this close to boiling liquid death. Oh, is that what I think it is? Yes. Okay, I see it. I can see it barely visible in the fog of the cave. But there is a thing there that I want. The thing that makes harvesting obsidian very dangerous, as you can see, like, I'm mining with a diamond pick. Okay? And this is taking a goddamn month and a half. Like, this is taking 3 business days. Alright, we have our 4 obsidian. So I think I'm gonna end it there. And next time we'll go over there and explore what that thing is. That creeper just fell in lava and died. That was pretty funny. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next time. So if you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. You should also subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications. Additionally, you should check out the links in the description. There's links to my social media pages on Blue Sky and Twitter, a link to my Twitch page where I live stream, and a link to my Ko-Fi page where for $3 a month you can become a monthly member and get access to videos early or exclusive content. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.